When it comes to business owners who use AI, there are pretty much two types. Those who think they're using it to its full potential, and then those who are actually winning with it. And honestly, most people, when it comes to using tools like ChatGPT, are really only just scratching the surface. So if you're not using one or more of these lesser known ChatGPT features, then you're missing out on opportunities, you're leaving money on the table, and most of all, you're probably wasting a ton of time when it comes to running your business day to day. This video is not at all about fancy prompts. It's about using these tools to maximize your workflow and to help you be more efficient so that you can save time and focus on more important things when it comes to running your business. So let's get right into it. Now, some of these you might know about, but some of them you probably haven't even heard of. I use ChatGPT every day, and some of these features and tools really just slipped under my nose. And this first one is probably one of those that you are already familiar with. You might have heard about temporary chat mode, right? It's kind of like incognito mode for ChatGPT. And how to activate it is actually really simple. By the way, all of these things I'm about to mention in this video can be used on the free version of ChatGPT. So if you have a look over here, it says upgrade to plus. This is a free version that I'm using. So to activate your temporary chat mode is real simple. All you do is from the user interface, go to the top right corner and turn on temporary chat. So now anything that you say in your chats won't show up in your history, and also OpenAI won't use these chats to train its models on any new information. And this is one of those features that you'll probably find yourself using every single day. I use it all the time to answer random or one-off questions. For example, what is the national animal of Sri Lanka? It's a spotted deer, by the way. But anyway, apart from ChatGPT not saving these temporary chats to your history, it also is a great way to keep your sidebar clean and clear of any nonsense so that you can find the more important stuff later. And on the topic of trying to find these older chats that you've had with ChatGPT a lot quicker, if you're like me and you use ChatGPT all the time, you still find that it's pretty easy to fill up that sidebar with various different chats. So what if you want to find a chat that you know you had with ChatGPT, but you have absolutely no idea what ChatGPT titled that conversation? So if you do find yourself in this situation, all you do is on a Mac hit Command K. For Windows, it's Control K. Then a search bar will pop up and you can type in whatever you want about the conversation that you are having, and then ChatGPT is going to pull up either the whole conversation or different snippets from that conversation that you're having with it. This one is a lifesaver, at least I think so. I use ChatGPT every single day, and this particular search function is something that I use all the time. Alright, now let's move on. One of the hot topics when it comes to AI is data. So this is a feature that anyone who is concerned about their data will find useful. It's called model improvement. And to toggle this on and off is really simple. All you're going to do is go over to your settings, go to data controls, and then improve the model for everyone. Now, if you've not already turned this setting on or off, most likely it is on by default. So all you need to do is click on this button. It should be blue, and gray everything out. What this basically means is that if it's on, it allows your content to be used to train the OpenAI models, which makes ChatGPT better for you and everyone who uses it. I generally prefer to keep it off because while this does make the model better, you may not want that, especially if you're using any confidential or proprietary information within your ChatGPT conversations. Now, this next section is not necessarily about hidden features or any new features with ChatGPT. It's more about features that you probably already know about and how you can use them more effectively than you already are. And the first one is using voice mode for deep work. Now, if you're anything like me, I find typing to be like a bottleneck when it comes to my day-to-day working activities. I just find it to be so slow, and honestly, it disrupts my flow of thought all the time, which is why voice mode on ChatGPT has really become like a best friend to me. I'm sure you already know what it does, but if not, it basically allows you to speak to ChatGPT as if it were a real person. And this opens up the doors to be able to do some really cool things. For example, you can brainstorm while you're on the go. Speak about different ideas while you're driving, walking, running, doing any activity that means you are away from your desk. You can also use it to do different roleplay scenarios. So for example, if you want to deliver a new sales pitch, or if you want to have a difficult conversation with an employee, all you do is ask ChatGPT to act like the other person that you're going to be having the conversation with. And then thirdly, you can also generate ideas in real time. So what do I mean by that exactly? You can verbally outline maybe your content strategy or a marketing campaign and then get real-time feedback and suggestions from the chatbot. So those are some practical ideas and ways that I personally use voice mode, but this next thing is probably one of the most underutilized features on ChatGPT: file and image analysis. You can upload things like PDFs, spreadsheets, images to ChatGPT and ask it to analyze them for you. So let's say you don't have all the time in the world to read the 50-page industry report that you've just received. All you do is upload that document to ChatGPT, ask it to analyze it and take out all of the major key points, and then create a one-page summary that you can go through in probably a tenth of the time? I don't know. It depends on how fast you read. Or you could use it to analyze data. So you can upload a spreadsheet with all of your sales data and then ask it to look for trends, create charts, or provide insights into your top performing products. And then you can also use it to get design feedback. So you could upload possibly a mock-up of a new logo that you're working on for your company or for your business, and then ask for constructive feedback on things like messaging, color choices, and overall design. Now moving on to creativity and workflow. Have you ever felt like ChatGPT knows you a little too well? Like, you'll start a new chat and then it'll be able to reference certain things that are specific to you. That's because if memory is enabled, it remembers details about you from your previous interactions. But even though it has this capability, sometimes along the way, it still picks up a bunch of random, often useless facts that end up just clogging its memory. But there is good news. You can actually manage what it remembers about your previous interactions. So from your settings page, all you're going to do is go to personalizations and then under manage memories, click on manage. And from here, you can see exactly what ChatGPT is remembering about you and probably referencing in all of your conversations. If you want to delete any of them, all you do is head over to the remove icon and click forget. When you do this for the first time, you're probably going to have a lot of things that you want to clear out, which might take up a little bit of time, but it's really worth it because you're molding exactly what you want ChatGPT to know about you. I think it's 100% helpful to get rid of all of the irrelevant stuff and only keep what's relevant. Then this next one is something that I overlooked for I don't even know how long, and it's probably because it's a feature that I still don't think stands out very well on ChatGPT. Custom GPTs. Here's the thing. We as human beings always insist on having to build everything from scratch. Newsflash, you don't have to. So these are great for fixed or very specific behaviors that you want from ChatGPT. Let's have a look at some of the public GPTs. All you're going to do is from your sidebar, click on GPTs. See what I mean? This literally blends in with everything else that's in the sidebar. You can search for anything that you want to create. So for example, if you want to create a script, it'll give you all of the available options when it comes to scripting. Now, I should have probably been more specific because I guess script would be something like coding also, but I don't know. I'm not a coder. But let's say there's a text to video maker, so video AI scripting, animation script builder, video script, viral content for social media. Let's say we click on that one. And then from here, just like you normally use ChatGPT, type into the chat box maybe an idea of a script that you want to create, and it's going to give you that in its output. So definitely go check out all of those public ones. It's like an app store for AI with thousands of tools for very specific tasks. You can find GPTs for anything from research backed by academic papers to better prompts that will help you with your content creation or even marketing guidance. These are a huge time saver and they're pretty much like a shortcut to some very powerful AI assistants. Imagine tying this in with RAG from this previous video that we uploaded. I just thought of that and I'm 100% going to be trying it. I know that there are a lot of hacks out there, but I don't see these as that. I see these as tools that when you integrate them into your workflow is really going to transform how you operate your business. It's like getting the AI to work for you instead of having it the other way around. And if you did find some valuable stuff in this video, please remember to hit that like button. And if you've already subscribed, keep creating, keep growing, and I'll catch you in the next video.